Okay, everyone, we have made it downtown, and just looking for some interesting people to interview and see what's going on, because there's a lot going on. Like, I'm walking up on some stuff right now, and it's loaded with people. Oh my gosh, look at all these people over here. So, with that, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Because Illinois is pretty fair when it comes to, restrictions and all that. But where's the anxiety for you, though?
The anxiety for me, I don't know.
The anxiety for me would be when people openly, they're like coming to talk to you, and you see them wipe their nose or they cough in their hand, and then they still just they just come up and they're just all, it's like, I don't know. It's like they get too close after all of that. Like, they're still too comfortable.
I think my biggest thing is, after social distancing and quarantining, now we have, less restrictions, so people are on top of each other. My anxiety grew during quarantine because now I don't want people around me. It's just, we've been that way so long, and then just to stop it at the drop of a dime, it's crazy.
So, what brings you out here, bro?
Pretty much, we were trying to, visit Chicago. I brought my friend, he's coming from Virginia, and we were trying to look at the city and see what's new, and look at the famous stuff like the Bean and stuff like that in Millennium Park.
I personally think it's been really nice after a year coming outside. More in bigger spaces. I think looking around, people are pretty comfortable. Well, that might be not a good sample to look at, because the people that come out might be more comfortable than the others that are probably still staying inside.
How do you feel when people get too close to y'all?
I want to scream. I do, but I'm so nice and sweet that I don't do it, but I want to scream every time.
Oh, anybody, if I think somebody getting too close to me, I'll take a little step back.
Yeah.
I'll turn to the side.
But in Texas, it's totally different. It's totally different from Chicago now. That's Greg Abbott for you. That's our governor for you.
I think I've been a little giving everyone the benefit of the doubt, because I just, and I'm everybody's probably vaccinated, but that's probably not true. If people come close, I do prefer that they have their masks on. I will have my mask on if people come close to me. Besides, if I'm with my family, that's fine, but with anyone else, I would have my mask on.
Not really. It makes me excited just because I know mostly a lot of people are mostly vaccinated by now, and I see that people wearing a mask are probably they're not vaccinated, but they're still wearing a mask and stuff like that. So I'm just excited right now just to be out here and finally. Even though it's kind of chilly today, I'm just happy to be out here enjoying the weather.
But I think when people are walking around, there's a combination of people with masks and without masks, and people are being kind of respectful. When you walk by and they don't have their mask on, they try to put it up, cover themselves, just to respect everyone.
I just don't think people should be afraid of the vaccine. Most people report a sore arm. That's all you get.
Yeah, people are saying we're gonna turn into zombies. Okay, you're gonna die. So
I read a lot of comments. I was hoping for it, but it wasn't realistic.
I just feel like the pros of taking the vaccine, getting the vaccine outweighs the cons, or whatever cons people make up in their head. Why would you want to protect yourself and your family if you can?
But I think if people get close to each other, I think people should still wear masks, just because we don't have stamps or a band on us that says if we're vaccinated or not. We don't really have a label to put on us for that. And I don't know what the social consequences of that would mean, to have a label on us saying if we're vaccinated or not. I think that would introduce a lot of judgment. I don't know if that's necessary.
Okay, so y'all are visiting from Texas.
Yes.
What is it like in Texas as far as this no mask mandate stuff?
It's crazy. I mean, I'm honestly shocked that the cases are lower. I mean, you know, it's less and less cases because we are free. I mean, people can roam around. They don't have to go into stores with the mask on. We go to the gas station, just people without masks on. Like, that's just every day. It's scary, but you just gotta, you know, do your due diligence and protect yourself. You can't protect everybody else.
And even for essential workers, it's really crazy because you have people here telling you still wearing your mask? Why do you have a mask on? And then I had one person tell me, it was like, I just seen people ride around with their mask on in their cars. Like, why? I was like, look, they just want to be safe.
Yeah.
One last question, man. Was there ever a time where you felt like anxious or depressed because you had to sit in the house and be in the house all day? Like,
Oh, for sure, especially because I usually have 2 jobs and I couldn't work one of them last year for at least 4 months. And so I couldn't even work out because the gyms were closed. So I was pretty depressed about that since I used to be like 80 pounds bigger. So whenever the pandemic happened, I had to stop going to the gym. I was kind of like having anxiety because I didn't want to gain weight again, but I couldn't go work out. And then, like I said, I would just stay in the weekends at home, and I usually like to have, you know, a social life with my friends.
Oh yeah, I graduated last year from college, so we didn't get to have a graduation ceremony. And we didn't really get to say goodbye to my friends because we all had to leave school early. So I kind of missed out on that closure you get from graduating school.
how did that make you feel?
Well, I guess I took it for granted before. I was like, oh, it's gonna happen, it's fine, whatever. And then I just didn't get to see all my friends and like take those final pictures with them. So that was kind of upsetting, but hopefully we can get back together some point for maybe some small ceremony.
I mean, whatever you think about coronavirus, it's obviously killing a lot of people. I mean, that's facts. People aren't dying out of nowhere, so you get vaccinated.
And people think they're excluded just because they haven't gotten sick before, and disease can strike anybody at any time.
Exactly. My mom actually had COVID. Yeah, she didn't know. She actually was trying to donate blood after the fact, like months later, and her blood type was different. So
Due to the COVID.
COVID can really mess you up.